Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today I am super excited because we are going to be comparing the Veil Sunset Skin Foundation with the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. Yesterday when I tried this for the first time, I realized how similar they are. They both completely set. They're both light coverage. They are different textures. This one feels more watery. This one feels more creamy. But they both look the same on the skin. The shades are very similar, and this one is actually a little bit better for me. And all of this made me really excited because they're super similar and the price difference is drastic. This is $5, this is $50. So this is a 2 on EWG, and this, I think they claim themselves to be clean, but I don't remember if they had an EWG score or not. I know EWG, again, is not an end-all be-all. It's just somewhere I look for now while I'm not. It's just an easy way right now to find what I'm looking for quickly, even though it's not going to be the most accurate. The other thing I'm going to be trying today is, let's see, I have this number 7 mascara, which I'm super excited about because it's supposed to be tubing, long wear tubular mascara, and I love tubing mascaras. I usually use the Thrive, and if I'm not using it, I guess normally, even if I'm using another mascara, I always put a tubing mascara on for the first layer, just because washing off a non-tubing mascara is a lot easier if it's applied on top of a tubing formula. Let's go ahead and get started now. I will do, I think, Veil on this side, Tinted Hydrator on this side. First, I'll compare the shades. So this first one right here is Veil. So you could see it's a tiny bit more orangey, warmer, darker. But this is fair shade. This is fair. This is shade 1G. And I like this one more on me. The Veil one is going on this side of my face. And by the way, this is mostly a natural light. I have like my other light on, but it's super, super dim just because it's so dark out today. So I need a little lighting help, but mostly this is natural light. Okay, so this is Veil. You can see how gorgeous it is. It's stunning. It's like the shade is okay. It's not the absolute best, but it's like super doable. I would totally still wear it. And you can just see like how well it evened all the redness, even with as light coverage as it is. Like, it did an amazing job. I think I'm gonna skip concealer today just to really test these two foundations out. The Veil Sunset Skin Foundation, literally I can't see where, like on my skin, I can't see where it ends and where it starts. Like, I can't see where I've blended it out and where I don't have any on the other side. Obviously, looking from afar, one side is more even than the other, but super, super skin-like, fresh, feels very light. The only difference, actually, I would say, is that when I wore the Tinted Hydrator one from Wet n Wild yesterday, it did feel, it's a lot more watery. It did feel like the tiniest bit heavy. And like, not like heavy, but I kind of felt it on my face a little bit. And that's something that, like, I don't like when I can feel foundation on my face. So we'll see how it sits today. I'm really curious how they're gonna sit next to each other, because when I put them on 2 different times, like each at different times, they seemed so similar to me. The Tinted Hydrator is definitely a little bit glowier. Everywhere else, like in my forehead lines, in my smile lines, it looks exactly the same. Around the nose, and I think like the coverage is identical. There's the Tinted Hydrator side. There is the Sunset Veil side. I don't know, they just look identical to me. They both look stunning. They both look amazing. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with, let's see. I think I'll do shadow next. And I want to go in again today with the random generator. Sometimes I kind of know what I'm looking for, or maybe if I'm in a rush and I just grab the easiest things, but today I'm feeling a little bit more adventurous. So the first shade I got is number 18 in the Bellapierre palette. Which is like a purple bronze. It's kind of satiny, which I really like. The next color is going to be number 58, which is the color Lion in the Pacifica palette. Okay, this is the shade Lion. It's like a, no, I feel like that's kind of hard to describe even. But it's also another satiny shade. It's like a beige, gray, gold, silver. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it's really pretty. The next one is the Bellapierre shade number 22, which is that one. Oh. I feel like that one's a little bit off theme. Yeah, it's more of like a gold, like an orangey gold. On camera, it looks more like an orange gold, and in real life, it looks more like a rose gold. I'm not sure, maybe it would work cute together. I'm gonna do one more because I'm not sure what these will look like. So actually, what I'm gonna do is the first three shades that I picked out, this is another shade that I'm actually not gonna use, maybe in the inner corner, but these three shades that I picked out, this was a Bellapierre shade. This was, I believe, also a Bellapierre shade. Or no, this was Lion in Pacifica. This was a Bellapierre shade. And this was also in the Pacifica palette, the color Wolf, which I really like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that on the outer corner. I think I'll do this one in the middle, and then this on the inner, like on the inner third, and then maybe that on the very inner corner. And I don't know what it's gonna turn out to be, but I just wanna have some fun with makeup. So let's see how this ends. Okay, first I'm going to set my lid with a little bit of concealer, and I'm going to use my Cover FX and N Light 1 concealer. Ulta has Cover FX 50% off right now. I wonder if but of course they don't have the light concealer shades. I wonder if they are going to be leaving Ulta or bought out or something. All right, so first we're going in with, this is a cheap brush. It was one of those that's like free brush set if you pay for shipping, and then they came out like super tiny, but I guess they're fine. So anyways, I'm gonna go in with this shade first, with shade number 18 from the Bellapierre palette in the outer corner. First with the dense brush, and then I'll blend it out a little bit, but I wanna keep all the colors because we're going to be using 3 different colors, and I kind of want to spread them out across the lid. So I want them to be pretty saturated. I think I want a little bit of a, there's nothing like a Real Techniques brush. This is a base shadow brush. Oh, I love this one. I'm going to go in again with, add a little bit more depth on both sides. All right, I'll leave that for now. Next, we're gonna go in with the shade, this like rose gold, and I'm gonna go in with that next to the purple shade. I think I'll just go in with my finger, just in the center of the lid. I like it. And then on the inner third, I'm gonna go in with the shade Lion from the Pacifica palette, which is like a, it's hard to describe, but it's like a like a silver gold. I don't know. But it's just like a good neutral inner corner too. I think I'm gonna go in with the classic black liquid liner from By Beauty today. I'm gonna try to do like this, the thinnest I can, but we all know how that goes. I love liquid liners because you can barely touch your eye and the liner's on there versus a crayon that you have to like really press sometimes. It's a pretty fun eye look. Something I wouldn't normally do day to day, but just for fun. So this is called Stay Perfect Long Lasting Volume. That's a very small wand compared to the Thrive. And this also is super, super light compared to the Thrive. The Thrive is super heavy. But this is the Thrive wand, and this is the, where's the good clean space? There you go. It's not tapered, it's perfectly straight, shorter and thinner. So let's see how the wand works and the formula, because this was, I think, like $16 on Amazon. So if this will wash off and have as good as the Thrive, and I don't even care how it looks, like I mainly need a tubing formula as a base, because I love being able to wear any other kind of mascara and still allow for that easy wash off. And this is a lot, for me, this is a lot more accessible being on Amazon versus having to order on Thrive. Much faster shipping. And on top of that, it's way cheaper. I think this was around $16. Okay, I can feel it setting, so I'm quickly gonna go in. I was gonna go in with another one today, but I think because I'm trying this one, I'll actually just go do a second layer and see how this one works by itself. As far as like how the first layer base, it's great. So as long as if it washes off, this is gonna be my new Thrive replacement. Okay, so it's definitely drier than the Thrive because I'm not really able to get it like a, I mean, I did get some second coat on there, but I should have worked faster. So to get more, that's pretty good though. Like I don't mind that. But to get a little bit extra volume before it completely sets, I'm gonna, actually, maybe I'll go on top with Thrive and see how that's gonna play out. No, I'm just gonna mess it up. I'm gonna quickly go in before it sets with a Rare Beauty. Oh wait, I need to test the wash off. Okay, so on the other eye then, I'm gonna do only number 7. And they're probably not gonna be even, but that's okay. That was a really good base coat though for this tubing mascara. I'm really excited. I'm gonna have to remember tonight that I need to test the wash off on this eye before I take all my makeup off. Although if it's this dry now, I honestly worry. And I don't curl my lashes, because I have lashes on this eye are good, and then the lashes on this eye are a little bit more straight. But if it, oh crap, I got in my eye. Dang it. But if I was saying that if I find a good mascara, I don't have to curl the other eye because I can usually lift the lashes up with a good mascara. So we'll see how this one works. It's definitely not volumizing at all. So that claim long lasting volume is completely false. It is not volumizing at all. As you can see, the eye, like it's lengthening for sure. The lashes are, you know, really spread out. But compared to this, where there is volume from the Rare Beauty one, yeah, maybe if I keep layering it, actually, let's see. This is coat number 3 now. With tubing formulas, once you overdo it and they start to get clumpy, then it just looks really bad. So I'm gonna try to avoid that. But this one, okay, so it's not bad. It's a little bit too finicky for me. It's a little too dry, which makes me play around with it a lot more, which I don't really care to do with mascara. I like it to just be quick and easy. Yeah, you can tell the difference. This is the Rare Beauty Plus #7, and this is just #7. So anyway, big difference in volume. There is no volume with just #7. But if I'm gonna use it as a base, then I should have compared the two side by side. I'll do that next time. But if we are going to be, if I'm just gonna use it as a base, just to have like a tubing formula for the rest of my mascaras to come off with, then that is gonna be a great option because it's cheaper and easier to get. Now I'm gonna do some bronzer. I love bronzer. I have 15 bronzers right now, so I'm gonna use the random makeup generator or number generator to see which one. Okay, this is the Cover FX powder, my #5, which is this one in the shade Sun-Kissed Bronze. I don't usually use that one. To me, it seems too warm, and I usually go in with a very light hand for that one. But I'll use a little bit today with my regular e.l.f. pointed powder brush. I like to go in very lightly with this one because it could go heavy fast. And also, I don't feel that bronzers really interfere with testing foundations because like the back of my cheeks is where foundations always lay the best. So that's not an area that I care about. I care about my smile lines, under the eyes, and around the nose and my chin. Those are my areas where I always get, if the foundation is bad, that's where I would get all kinds of different weird stuff going on, you know, like dryness, patchiness. So bronzer and blush areas are not one of those, and so I don't mind using blush and bronzer. This mascara difference is really bothering me, but I'm not gonna put anything else on top. It's too late now, for one, because it's already set, and two, I want to test the actual wash off. Okay, for blush, I have 9 blushes. #7 is the Burt's Bees, and I think this one is really shiny. Honestly, I think all of them are, so I'll use it. Actually, you know what, I want to see. So I have these two, one from Almay, one from Burt's Bees. They're very similar, and I'll do swatches so you could see. So this is the Burt's Bees one, and this is Almay. So the Burt's Bees one definitely is more peachy orange, and the Almay one is definitely more with a pink undertone. And I want to see which one has more shimmer, because I know the Burt's Bees one has a lot of shimmer, and I do not like shimmer in my blushes or in anything. So I'm going to just see. I'm gonna have to use different brushes to really test this out then. So I'm gonna go in with this oh, I think that's a little heavy. Burt's Bees on this side. I don't want to use a lot. I packed on a bit much. Oh boy. Okay. I also feel like, for me, the Burt's Bees one, it's like a shade of a warm bronzer that I actually would not prefer. I don't know. Because now I feel like you can't even see the bronzer after I put that blush on. And it's like too orangey. Okay, and then especially like looking to the side, it blends in and it has like a nice shine. But then I'm gonna go in with a different brush, with the Almay one, because I want to see the shininess. And I'll use my the powder brush. Not shiny, but it's definitely a little bit more pink. But I was gonna say glittery. Let me go in and blend this out a little bit more. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit more bronzer because these nude blushes just kind of wash the bronzer out. I'm gonna do a little bit of the brown and then maybe some of the topper. This topper is really pretty. Let's see, where do I not have a swatch? So that's the topper. It's kind of awkward area. And then this is the bronzer in that. So I like how, I love these shades, but I just feel like the topper is maybe warm, but let's see. Let's do a little bit. I don't know if that's gonna even make a difference, but okay. Let's see, this look is a bit orange for me. Yeah, I think because I was trying to figure out with this with the Burt's Bees one if I like that shade, and I think it's just too orange for me. My purple under eyes are really bothering me, so maybe I'll go in with concealer after all. Just a little bit. This is the shade 0.5, their lightest one, neutral. It's really bright. I don't like how brightening it is, but the next shade was too dark. That's a neutral. So I'm gonna powder this a tiny bit. And I think it'll kind of, not fade, but just kind of blend in with everything. Okay, so number 2 on my list that the random number generator chose is this Rose Petal and Indica. And I like to use it as a liner sometimes. It is, wow, I'm not a good lip liner. It is extremely creamy, which is nice how easy it goes on. But also I feel like when something is so creamy, there's a lot more chance for it to like go in the wrong directions. Okay, so this is the final look for today. We have a little bit of everything, so many different brands on today. And maybe the bronzer, maybe the blush, like with how orange that one looked. Now it looks fine after everything's like pretty put together. If you have any questions or comments, or have any ideas or questions about different makeup, I would love to chat with you guys down in the comments. I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one. So this is already almost the end of the day. I'm back in my favorite hoodie, about to go for a run or walk. But anyway, so you can see that the makeup is still completely perfectly the same there. Nothing's moved, nothing's like developed in my forehead, like in the lines, nothing's gotten worse in my smile lines. This is the Wet n Wild side. This is the Sunset Veil, $5, $50. It looks exactly the same. Yeah. If you were wanting either of these or wanted the Sunset Veil one, now you can see that you have a $5 option if you wanted. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. And then I think at some point I'll also compare the number 7 to the Thrive. I'm really interested in seeing that. But anyway, yeah, hopefully this helped. Hopefully this was interesting to see how similar they are. Like literally the textures are different. Like the Wet n Wild is more watery, whereas the Sunset one, the Veil Sunset Skin Foundation, is more creamy, but they last the same, they look the same, they both completely dried down. I didn't powder my face at all. So yeah, there you have it.